Hello everyone. Today we are going to show how to use the words ref and out and which are the differences between them. Since this is not my native language, I could have some mistakes and problems with the grammar and the pronunciation of the words, but I'm gonna try to do my best. So let's begin. We are going to include the libraries we could use using system.collections.generic system.text. We define a namespace. Public class and we define the main method. Arguments, and let's see if this works. Okay, it works. So the prime use of ref and out is to change the values of the variables. Like for example, if you want to change the value of an int variable inside of a method and you want to use that offset to be changed, you can use it with ref and out. Much information on the net says that it's not recommended to do this because you cannot control at some moment like the behavior of this method of the variable. So if you are doing this, is because maybe your design is not written correctly. But well, this depends on which of the programmer and his skills. If he wants to, is totally, you can use it, it's no problem, but you can improve like other ways not to use ref and out. This is just an explanation to show how you can use it. So let's begin. We're going to use two variables. We are going to do an object of our class to use the method that we're going to define after. These methods should not have to return anything if you don't want. It can be void, it's okay. Let's say value a for this method. But since it's a ref, you're going to use a ref word, you have to define ref and the variable you're gonna use. Here inside we can show to print which is the value of your variable after you have changed it. For example, we're going to give a value of 1500. We're going to define a second method where it's going to be used like the out word, the same int, but it's going to be a b. Let's see. Here inside we are going to print also the value that gets, let's see, b. Okay, as I said, we need to know before we send the method which is the value before. So we're going to do to print the a value. One thing you have to consider is that if you want to use like the ref word, you have to declare to initialize your variable before to use it, because if not, it's going to say that you haven't been initialized. Otherwise, if you want to use the out word, you can leave the variable without initialize because it's not needed, but you have to put a value inside the method, because if not, it's going to say that you haven't given a value that it can be returned. So for example, we're going to say here 4,000. We give here, we're going to give nothing here. So let's begin. We use the value a, and we are going to pass a variable a. We know that here it's going to print 3,000. Here is going to print 1,500, and it's knowing that because we are passing like the direction of memory which is inside the variable, it's going to be changed also. It's not going to be the value 300, it's going to be 1,500. So let's print a. We're going to make a separation here. This words ref and out, it's just like the pointers in C++ and C programming language. So it could be like the same, but it has some improvements, so you can use as you wish. In the normal days I usually don't use ref and out. I rather to use like simple methods and make a string of values and then I get all the values, but well, depends of the programming skills. It obviously that can be better ways you can use, but this is just information for the beginners. Let's see. We're going to print now the value b, but it's going to say that we cannot print something that it hasn't been initialized, so we are going to let this commented. We are going to use the next method, which is this, and we are going to send the value b. So let's see. It's going to say, sorry about this. Here is going to print 4,000. And here's going to print 4,000 again, because he doesn't have anything. And when it's sent to here, the value it's like 0. It's been assigned, initialized with 4,000, then print 4,000, then it comes here and gets the value b, which has been changed by the word out, and now it has the value of 4,000. If we don't put here this value, it's going to send a message. My compiler is in Spanish, so it's going to say that it hasn't been, here it says the parameter hasn't been assigned. You have to return a value to b before you have to get back the control of the method. So we're going to put this value, and it's done. So you can see here, like, one moment. For example, it says before it gets in the method, this value is 300. Okay, when it gets in, the value changes to 1,500, and now the value is not 300 anymore. Now it's 1,500. It's not 1,500 anymore, because it has been changed right now at this moment. So with the b occurs the same exact thing, which is the value b, which doesn't have anything, comes inside the method, and now it's being initialized to be with 4000. Now this have the value 4000 gets out of the method, and now in here prints the value of v, which now it's 4000, because if it doesn't have anything, it will show an exception, which is could say that you haven't been initialized b, but it already has a value. So remember, if you want to use ref, it has been before initialized. If you want to use ref word, if you're going to use out, it doesn't need to be initialized, it's okay, but you need to return here value. It's just different ways it can be used, ref and out. Ref, you don't have to put a value here inside if you want to use it, because you have been initialized before. So that is how it works. I hope it has been useful for you, and I'll send you the best. Have a good day and see you soon. Goodbye.